Greetings, people of YouTube. This is MKN Forever, Tony, once again. And as you can probably see the title up on there, it says Q&A video. For those of you who don't know, I was gonna do a Q&A video, and this is me answering the questions. And I believe I posted a video, but I can't remember when, but I think it was about a week ago. Anyway, this is just me responding to the questions that some of you people out there had. And anyway, so without further ado, let's get started. First, I would like to thank you all for sending your good questions, by the way. And a lot of you had some really good questions. Okay, now we're gonna start with the first person who sent me his questions. That is Daniel, DLF Productions, or DLF Forever. So, you know who he is, Daniel. Me and pretty much most of us should know who he is by now. Anyway, let's see. Let's start with question 1. Let's see. The first question he asked me was, "What are your top 5 favorite sitcoms?" Okay, my top 5. Well, I have a lot of sitcoms that I like, but if I have to choose the first 5, I guess let's see. Number 1 would have to be Seinfeld. Yes, Seinfeld. I know it's a little weird, but yeah, number 1 would have to be Seinfeld. Okay, second one would have to be George Lopez, the George Lopez Show. Yeah, because I don't know, I just relate to it a lot. So yeah, that would be my second choice. And let's see, that's 2. Number 3 would have to be, and let's see, who would it be? Well, I guess Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I really like that show. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny for all us nerds out there. Anyway, let's see, fourth one. Let's see, Friends, definitely Friends. Yeah, he's get that. That's should have to be number 4 on my list. And Friends, well, I like Friends because I don't know, I like it. It has its funny moments. Anyway, moving on to the 5th one. I don't know if any of you remember this sitcom, but it was on TV a while back. It was called Kenan and Kel, starring Kenan Thompson and Kel Mitchell. And I used to watch that sitcom when I was a kid, and today it's still funny. It still cracks me up. So yeah, those would have to be my top 5 favorite sitcoms. Okay, let's see, moving on to question 2 by Daniel. Let's see, what decade of music do you feel is best? Tough question. Well, let's see, 1960s, you have a lot of hippie music with some really cool songs by the Beatles. And 70s, again, you had a lot of disco and stuff like that. Cool songs though. And well, in the 80s, well, we had a bunch of rock and roll in the 80s. So in the 90s, it was pretty much a rap, pretty much rap and all that kind of stuff. So let's see, what would be my favorite? It would have to be the 80s. The 80s and nowadays, the 2000s, the 00s, I guess. Because, I just really like rock and roll. This has been in my opinion, this has been a good time for rock and roll. And as well as the 80s, So, yeah, I had to go with the 80s and nowadays. But if I have to choose between the two, it would have to be the 80s. Because that's when rock and roll really started to come back. Also metal. We had a lot of metal in that decade. So yeah, the 80s. I think I'm gonna go with the 80s. Man, a lot of best stuff is from the 80s. Anyway, let's see, question 3 by Daniel. What other plans do you have for YouTube with your brother Freak Show? Let's see. Well, right now I plan to do a review with him one of these days, but I just don't know when, you know, but I definitely plan to have it. But if you want, it's probably gonna be one of the movies that we both really like, you know. It's probably TMNT, but I mean, we already talked about TMNT, so it's probably gonna be something else. Maybe, I don't know, let's see, what movies do I have here? See, I got Gladiator, I got Tremors, Transporter, Unleashed, Man on Fire, Pulp Fiction, RoboCop, The Running Man, Dark City, of course the TMNT, both the first two TMNT, Commando, Alien, you know, it could be any, any movie, you know. But I definitely plan on doing a review with him one of these days, you know. But it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon because I kind of want to go back to tributes, you know. But yeah. Well, right now, the next thing I'm gonna do actually is gonna be I'll be doing a video with my younger sister. I don't know if some of you know this by now, but with my younger sister Cece, I'm gonna be doing a video with her, and it's gonna be about a live action adaptation of a video game that we both really like, me and my sister, which is American McGee's Alice. But that's a whole another video, and I'll let you guys know about that some other day. Anyway, excuse me for 1 second. 1 second. Shut up. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, stay tuned for that. For that, with that back and forth and video I'm gonna do with my little sister. Anyway, getting back to the questions. Yeah, that's what I have planned. I don't have anything really planned though, because I figure if you make plans and they don't go right, you know, they're probably gonna go back to bite you in the ass, you know. But anyway, so I don't have any much plans, but I definitely plan to do something with my brother, you know. But yeah. Anyway, those are Daniel's 3 questions. Sorry if, and I tried to answer them as best I could. If you still have any doubts, Daniel, please let me know. I'll answer them, you know. Anyway, moving on, we have 3 questions from Effrey. Who doesn't know Effrey? I mean, CR12. I mean, come on. Anyway, first question. NOES Films, aka Nightmare on Elm Street films. Okay, now the question is, which is your favorite sequel in the franchise? The franchise here being Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a good question. Let's see. Well, if Freddy vs. Jason doesn't count, because if it does count, that's automatically my favorite. You know, but if that doesn't count, it would have to be New Nightmare. Yeah, I like the New Nightmare. You know, the one that Wes Craven came back to direct. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You know, because they went back to the original Freddy Krueger. You know, the really dark version of Freddy Krueger, and they tried to do that in the new movie, but failed miserably. You know, but I mean that's something else. Anyway, getting back to this. So yeah, I really like New Nightmare directed by Wes Craven. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I like that one. But like I said, if Freddy vs. Jason counts, that is automatically my favorite. Freddy vs. Jason owns. I mean, God, it's like the ultimate fan film, you know. And God, I love that movie. Anyway, so that's my answer. You know, if Freddy vs. Jason doesn't count, which is automatically my favorite. If that doesn't count, well, New Nightmare. New Nightmare. I really like New Nightmare.